Hello YouTube, my name is Jas. Welcome back to my channel. So I just recently cut off about 4 to 6 inches of my hair because it was damaged and uneven and looking crazy, okay? Honestly, I am on this healthy hair journey right now, but what I found out is that in order to be on a healthy hair journey, you have to know more about your hair, right? So I actually been doing so much research on Pinterest, YouTube, Google, and just trying to figure out how you get the best hair and how you maintain hair to make it healthy. And I came across this thing called hair porosity. So this video is actually gonna be about everything that I learned in regards to hair porosity. I wanna say that this is just stuff that I researched from the blogs and all that other stuff. This is not information that I came up with. This is just what I researched online. So if you are interested in watching this video about hair porosity and how to test your hair porosity, keep on watching. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you like this video once I'm done, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. All right, y'all, let's get into it. So for those who don't know what hair porosity is, it's actually your hair's ability to absorb and retain moisture. And how your hair porosity is determined is either by genetics or it can be altered by something you've done, like heat damage, chemicals, hair color, anything. It's important to know what your hair porosity is so you can know which products work best for your hair and so you know the best way to care for your hair, because certain porosities require different types of care. So to find out what your hair porosity is, I found 3 tests on the internet, y'all. So the tests are the float test, the spray bottle test, and the slip and slide test or something like that. So I'm actually gonna explain 2 of them, but we're gonna actually do 1 of them. The slip and slide test is where you actually take a piece of your hair and then you take 2 fingers and kind of rub your fingers up the hair shaft. And from what the internet says is that if it feels bumpy, you have high porosity hair. And if it feels smooth, then you have low porosity hair, whatever. I tried that. I couldn't figure out what my hair was because I felt bumps up it, but that could be naps. So I didn't like that test, okay? The other test is the spray bottle test. And what the spray bottle test does is that you spray some water on your hair, and if it beads up on your hair, then you have low porosity hair. But if it doesn't bead up and your hair absorbs it, then you have high porosity hair. So yeah, I didn't want to do that method either. I just didn't like that. So what we're gonna do today is the float test. So I'm gonna go over the float test in depth because we're gonna do it together. So what you're gonna do is actually take some of your hair. Now, I've heard of some people actually taking strands out of their brush and putting it in water to see if it flow or to see if it sink. But you can also take pieces from your actual hair and then place it in some water and see if it floats or sinks within a certain amount of time. So what I'm going to do today is actually take some strands of my hair and place it in the water. Now, the main thing about the float test is that you gotta make sure that your hair is clean before you do it. Because if you have like any products or oils or anything on it, it can alter the test. So you wanna make sure that those strands are clean, free of products before you start dipping it in the water. So I'm gonna take a couple of strands of my hair. My hair doesn't have any product on it right now. So we're gonna try to do these couple of strands here. We're gonna put these back. So we got these couple of strands here. So you take a glass of water, and it says you're supposed to wait, I think 3 to 5 minutes. And depending on how fast your hair sinks or if it sinks, that determines the porosity of your hair. So if it's low porosity, it's gonna float up here for after 3 to 5 minutes. If it's high, it's gonna sink to the bottom. But there are some people who sit in the middle, and that means that they consider that medium porosity or normal porosity. So we'll see where my hair falls. And I'm actually going to place a paper towel behind the glass so you can actually see what's going on, because it's clear and you can't see, you can see straight through it. So do this. I'm gonna try to get my hands out of the way. And then I'm gonna place my hair on the inside of the water. All right, y'all, so about after 2 minutes, my hair went straight to the bottom. So I guess that means I got high porosity hair. I don't know. From what I read about high porosity hair, it means that your hair is able to absorb water faster, but it loses moisture fast as well because the cuticles or something is open. It's like gaps in your hair or whatever. So I guess I got gaps in my hair. I don't know. But I also read that that means that my hair is more likely to freeze when it's humid outside. And it also means that I'm gonna have to put more product on my hair for it to maintain its moisture, which happens all the time. So I guess I do have high porosity hair. Now I can't say that my porosity is high due to genetics or if it's just due to some damage because I used to use a lot of chemicals and I put a lot of heat on my hair. Well, I used to put a lot of heat on my hair. I also read that if you have high porosity hair, you're supposed to wash your hair in like lukewarm water or cold water because hot water can actually damage your hair even more. So I guess that's it, y'all. So I guess I found out I got high porosity hair. So what I'm gonna be doing now is looking for the products that you're supposed to use on high porosity hair and see if I get better results. But that's all I have for y'all today. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video.